Good afternoon. I am VANSSA Thomas with the 12 o'clock news on the street, 919 FM, and online, Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, Rodney Charles calls on the Prime Minister to step down, says TNT is in a crisis. Vegetable prices continue to skyrocket. Internationally, UK rail strike set as new walkout takes place on July 27th. And now the news in detail. Naparima MP Rodney Charles has called on Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley to follow the lead of the former Prime Ministers of the United Kingdom and Sri Lanka and resign. In a critical review of the Prime Minister's governance, Charles said Dr. Rowley must take the right action and step down, having led the country into an out-of-control crime and food insecurity. Charles was speaking at the Opposition United National Congress weekly Sunday news conference at the office of the opposition leader in Port of Spain. He noted the resignations in the past week of Boris Johnson as Prime Minister of the UK amidst scandals and Sri Lanka's Prime Minister and President amidst pressure over economic decline in their countries. Charles's address focused heavily on high levels of crime reported daily in TNT, which he described as a crisis. Charles called on Dr. Rowley to step down and accused him of being a non-performer, adding that his cabinet had failed the country. In other news, the price of vegetables has been increasing steadily over the past several weeks, and President of the Shogunas Vendors Committee, Crystal Dillon, says consumers will continue to pay more for fresh produce as the price of numerous vegetables have increased at wholesale markets nationwide. Consumers have been realizing that they have been paying more for cabbage, melangen, sweet peppers, okras, and karaili, with some of these prices doubling. Ms. Dillon says it is not the vendors who are driving up the prices, a statement echoed by Arangwa's United Farmers Association General Secretary Bharat Rampasad, who said several factors are driving the increases. He said seeds have become scarce on the market, and the people who usually import these are complaining about the lack of foreign exchange. The cost of fertilizer has doubled, in some cases tripled, plus labor is also a factor, Rampasad said. The recent adverse weather has also contributed greatly to the increases on vegetable prices, as many crops were affected by excess rainfall and flooding. According to farmers, for years they have been subsidizing produce so consumers don't face the full brunt of the cost of production, but it is not a practice they can continue. In more news, HADCO Limited, the agents and distributors for General Mills products in Trinidad and Tobago, has confirmed that this country also will adhere to the voluntary recall of Häagen-Dazs plain vanilla ice cream products issued by General Mills. An official statement from General Mills has indicated that the recall is necessary because of a non-compliance issue from a vanilla extract supplier. The statement said trace amounts of ethylene oxide were detected in 2 batches of the product. As such, General Mills is taking the precautionary step of voluntarily recalling all affected batches of the Häagen-Dazs from all points of sale in Trinidad and Tobago. Only all plain vanilla products with expiry dates from July 5th, 2022 to July 18th, 2023 are being recalled, the statement explained. Internationally, UK railway workers are set to stage a one-day strike on July 27th as part of an ongoing dispute over pay, jobs and conditions. It comes after thousands of rail operators and network rail workers walked out during national strike action in June. The strikes caused disruption for millions of commuters. Earlier this week, Network Rail made workers a fresh pay offer it said was worth more than 5%, but the offer depended on workers accepting modernizing reforms. The railway union leaders rejected the new offer, describing it as insufficient. Staying on the international scene, the euro has fallen below the US dollar for the first time in nearly 20 years as the war in Ukraine pushes the single currency down. 0.9 cents on the foreign exchange market, down by 0.4% in today's trading. Fears that Russia may restrict Europe's supplies of energy have increased the chances of recession in the euro area. The European Central Bank has lagged other central banks in raising rates, further weakening the euro. And that was the 12 o'clock news on the street, 919 FM, and online, Facebook and YouTube. Recapping the headlines, Rodney Charles calls on the Prime Minister to step down, says TNT is in a crisis. Vegetable prices continue to skyrocket. Internationally, UK rail strike set as new walkout takes place on July 27th. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas.